Hello lovely people, how's it going? I hope you are doing good. So today, playing the final part of PENACONY, finishing off this section, and then I can give my overall review of this entire journey because oh my god, it has been a journey. So let's dive straight in, let's finish this up. Let's go. It was like straight after we had like just defeated Sunday. So it was like straight away, and then we like got woken up by March. And then that's where it's left it. So we're picking straight up after the climax of that like epic boss fight.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
What is the Radiant Feldspar?
It's a massive airship, and it's awesome. I heard it's never shown to the public. Only VIP guests of the family get to board it and enjoy the breathtaking views of PENACONY. The Iris family sent us a bunch of souvenirs. Fruit baskets, plus this fancy button model. After you're back on your feet, you can enjoy them all. We are pretty much celebrities on the planet of festivities now, aren't we?
Tell me more about the current state of PENACONY.
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in PENACONY have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories. The family's official statement was like, "The Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt." After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
What happened to you and Ina's dream?
Why the sudden interest in that? Well, I was dragged into the sweet dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories. But something else was there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared. And then I dreamed about stuffing my face with delicious food and going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously believe that was the life I wanted, right? Breaking free from that cheesy illusion was just a piece of cake.
It would have been cool if we'd given a bit of an opportunity or like a hint at something to do with March's past here or something. But okay. But no, just a tentacle. Okay. Well, let's just move on. Let's go meet up with the others.
Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Go see what happened. I'm wondering if we're going to get the conclusion of like Sunday and Robin and like what's going to happen to them and everything. I'm hoping this is going to tie things together, considering I know the next event is like not PENACONY. So I'm presuming everything's going to get tied up nicely in a little bow. Is my hope. Anyway, we shall see. Firefly! Yeah, we still need to figure out about the death thing.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life.
Yay! Because she wanted to, well, not yay for like being on a wanted list, but like yay because she was wanting to be like acknowledged as her, not as Sam. So like, yay! That's kind of nice.
Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in PENACONY, what will you do in your free time? I hear wonder the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade wanted you to be more careful. He didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Aww. See, I like that we're getting to see a bit of the dynamic between the Stellar and Hunted in this quest. It's been like really nice to see how they all kind of care for each other in their own way. And I think that is a really interesting dynamic to have, especially when you've got obviously Elio's kind of script that is written out, and the way that they kind of have to just accept each of the members and things that happen on this script, I guess, even if they don't necessarily want them to go through those things, and they're still trying to support each other as much as they can, and it's really sweet.
Got it. He was just worried about me.
I love Blade.
Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last.
That's a mood.
But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Oh, she's so hopeful. Something horrible's gonna happen, isn't it? Ooh, Topaz. Ooh, meanwhile, Topaz boards a certainly luxurious airship in Penacony awaiting the beginning of an important meeting. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting to have Topaz's. You?
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Yeah, Jade seems like she'd be a little bit scary. And also from her trailer, it seemed like she was not afraid to... Oh, cute! Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, wait, the little like, love hearts are so adorable. Yeah, it definitely seems like she's not afraid to, like, whoop some ass.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Donuts. Oh, Numby is so cute.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right?
Oh. Oh, that's a burger. I thought it was a donut.
Numby!
Numby lets out an earnest cry as if the float disc burger can't satisfy its appetite.
There. Don't be so greedy. Leave some for the other guests.
But it now has made me want a donut, so...
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all?
Okay, well, that's Sparkle. 100%. That is a lot of buttons.
Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
What are those?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of PENACONY will explode." Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
Haven't the hounds caught the culprit yet?
Where's that prankster? Haven't the hounds caught him yet?
Yeah, that guy has some skills, I'll have to admit that. However, you know, the Bloodhound family won't give up. Whoever disrupts order in the dreamscape will face severe consequences. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly keep your distance.
Okay, Sparkle. I heard that voice. I recognize that voice.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Feldspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most prestigious guests are invited by the Alfalfa family to board this airship.
Well, clearly, I'm one of them. Let's go.
Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Feldspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in PENACONY for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really downplaying the whole thing. I apologize. Please continue.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Feldspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily. Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain special reasons, the Charmony Festival, originally scheduled at the PENACONY Grand Theater, had to be temporarily postponed. So, Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Feldspar.
Oh.
Taking this opportunity to announce the resumption
Oh, so we're
of
still
the
doing
airship's
it?
voyage.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like him. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye. Hello? The talent motivation department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
Ooh, I wonder if someone in the IPC is interested in Urillo for some reason.
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up?
My advice, exactly. Just hang up the phone. Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
Oh my god, she's an absolute Riz Lord.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
Oh, her design is so cool. Oh my god. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. And I approve. Anyways, let's continue. If I had glasses on right now, I would be doing this. Anyways, let's continue.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error.
Oh my god, just getting to look at her outfit. In the detail. Oh, so beautiful.
As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and PENACONY.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest, as long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core. Personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in PENACONY haven't entirely suppressed their own desires.
Well, yeah, I mean... See the last video. Kind of obvious.
It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
Wait, the Dream Master's gone?
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in PENACONY.
Wait.
Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Right. I'm a bit confused, right? Because I know that Sunday got arrested, but what happened to the Dream Master? They didn't say anything about that, did they? Did I miss that?
Yes. That's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Urillo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, But the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter PENACONY. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and we're going to tear it wide open.
Ooh, wow, this is grand.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Okie dokie, dude.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the PENACONY economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead.
Understandable.
Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of PENACONY, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed.
It is really complicated. It's not. Oh, man.
Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for?
It was to win over the audience. It was to win over the player base. You know, most of the player base were captured just from his trailers and everything alone, but the minute they gave us that story, it was like he captured our hearts, is what happened.
Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about PENACONY. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Oh, it's getting tense.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on PENACONY. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
Oh, she does not like that.
One of our P45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, PENACONY's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing PENACONY are real, are they not?
You used the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help PENACONY take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the Land of the Dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Yeah, it's a very smart move. Yeah, because, like, it's basically to the benefit of the public. So, like, if the IPC tries to intervene, they're just going to look like they're trying to essentially hoard the money from Penacony and take control of it, which is not great. However, because I've seen the 10 Stone Hearts trailer, I know that Penacony does end up under their control, so I am wondering how that's going to happen. Unless this dude also turns out to be somehow evil or with the Order or something.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
Oh, back to the Trailblazer. Nice. Yeah, that's a really tough choice. But I don't see them just pulling away,
The
so...
Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
Don't know.
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor.
I can't wait for more of him. I love Aventurine.
It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
It feels like I had a really long dream.
Even long dreams eventually come to an end. Our adventure in Penacony is reaching its conclusion.
It is! So quickly! Feels like I've barely been here 5 minutes. I need more.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
That seems a bit anticlimactic. What? Why would you kill him off screen? He was like built up to be the villain. That... Okay. Is he actually dead though? Is he definitely dead? Okay. Not super keen on that. It feels very anticlimactic. And what about Sunday?
He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Oh, okay. Why would you not give us the confrontation with Gopher Wood? Let's just continue. But that it just feels like they've tied up all the loose ends really quickly with what's happened with the Order, and I'm just like, where's... You know, I was literally asleep. Like, wake me the fuck up! I want to see that shit! Alright, let's continue.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of Glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
Playable when? Hello again.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Ah, maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
Boy, Gallagher. You did not deserve this. Did not deserve this.
Ready to mix your drink?
What happened to Gallagher?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back.
Let's mix the drinks.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time. All right, as you wish. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment.
Am I bitter or am I sweet? I'm quite bitter. I'm gonna be bitter about it.
Here's Bitter Dreams, the least popular drink in this bar. It's bitter and sour. Just like the harsh realities of life. Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
Also, I do love like a whiskey sour. Good drink. I don't mind. Oh, yes! Yes! I really liked this event. Then more ice. And then liquid dust. To add rejuvenating soda. And stir. Oh, stir. Alright. Sliced lemon. God, this is going to be quite bitter, isn't it? Death is the bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history. Oh, why? I'm so bitter about it.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. Death is a bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Guys, let's make our way to the Radiant Feldspar. We'll wrap things up soon. Let's meet at the afterpool in the stern. Boy. Oh, what are you doing on the Radiant Feldspar, Miss Himiko? Oh, that you were so cute. It's a secret for now. Be patient, you'll find out the opening ceremony. Hey, I can't wait. Go.
Oh, are you leaving? Oh, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
I'm gonna be absolutely off my tits by the time I get to this Radiant Feldspar.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
We're just like, all right, let's go. Yeah, going to be here. Ah, yay.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Well, what if we never cross paths with him?
Then, I guess you won't be seeing him. All right, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of. So let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, going over to Jade's, Pov.
Old Oti is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odi Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations.
Ooh, that's a cool skill.
That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big, elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive. And that's the best outcome.
It is, and it was what I was very worried about, but thankfully he's fine. So yay!
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Oh.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. PENACONY has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering PENACONY. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
I am also curious to know what she has up her sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity
that's a
platform.
good point.
More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about PENACONY going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for PENACONY has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death.
Oh, they would shred PENACONY's reputation? Shit.
Care to guess how many ways we have to turn Alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on PENACONY, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
Damn, that is a threat. That is a threat, dude.
You really think you can pull that off?
I think she can. But do you want to test her? Because I will happily see what happens. Like, not happily as in be happy about it, but like, I will happily watch it and be like, oh shit.
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, If you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist PENACONY with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding PENACONY will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making PENACONY go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer.
I also don't think you have a choice, so...
However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era, about the ascension of Shipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system. By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
Ah, and then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
It is a very clever plan, and to be fair, money, even if people don't necessarily place a lot of value in money themselves, money does sort of run worlds and can change things and can change lives and can have these huge influences. So controlling all money in the universe, I can 100% see why the IPC wants to do that, and I can 100% see how that would fit into their plan, and how having planets being independent doesn't work for that. But it does make me wonder, yes, there are definitely benefits, however, having all of your money owned by one corporation and essentially influenced by one corporation, I can see how that can also go very bad very, very quickly. And I also wonder if Klepoth is like at the center of all this. Does the IPC having more and more power affect Klepoth's power as an Eon? Like, is it influencing his power somehow? And that in turn then makes them stronger? Like, I'm just wondering how that works. So yeah, interesting though, but very scary.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Oh, preservation in a way is its own kind of order, isn't it? So it would kind of make sense that they're not going to back an Eon that no longer exists.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Wait, her nickname's Sweet
Thank you for
Dew?
your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of PENACONY.
Okay.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of PENACONY's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of PENACONY. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in PENACONY must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
After the negotiations. Yeah, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting us to become, well, Himeko, to become a shareholder. I really, really, really hope that we get a flashback soon of Himiko's story of when she first got to the Astral Express and stuff and what she was doing beforehand, because she's a very well-known figure in this universe and very well established, and a lot of people know her, and she seems to have history with people as well. So I really hope that we get to see that soon.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume. What about the remaining family heads?
They will soon realize the situation. When the last question was asked, old Odie represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course. There won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Well, now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Oh my god, what's her little hobby?
You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
Oh, so that's what she does. Oh, that's cool.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave PENACONY. You see, That's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Ooh, okay. Oh, is Firefly here as well?
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this is the Radiant Feldspar. So luxurious. A pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
Oh,
what?
Okay, let's see. Ooh, a treasure chest.
Is that him?
Oh.
Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the Astral Express is here too. Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop? Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, special services there.
Okay.
I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
I shall, because now I'm curious.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
Oh.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
But also, I mean, I don't know how this whole pawn shop thing works, but like, that seems of like a bit of like a risky move, because like you could get turned into like anything. Like you could get turned into like a wall, and then you have to like live forever as a wall, and you're still alive, but then like, you know, you need to like T's and C's. You need to get into them deets. You can't just be vague about it. Have you never done this before? You know? Like,
what do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
Well, I've got nothing better to do anyway. I'll do as she says and see what happens.
Enough talk. Let's get started. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
That seemed like a mistake. Don't do that.
Oh, a big talker, huh? All right, let's see what you've got.
Ooh. Oh, I've got to play a game? Oh, okay. Yeah. I've played Candy Crush. Yeah. So we crack on. Oh, I should have done that way. Oh, okay. Get annihilated, mate. Oh, wait, that game is fun. Do I get to play that more? I like that.
I won? I actually won!
You're welcome, mate. Oh, that might, ooh. Okay, yeah. I hope we get to play that more.
This can't be! You lost to me 10 times in a row. How could I possibly lose to you at such a crucial moment?
It's true. Lady Bonajade has truly blessed me. Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy. The master gambler has arrived.
I've prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out.
Whoa, what a beautiful necklace. Is it made of cymophane? It's stunning. How did you know I love jewelry made of cymophane? It has the same purple hue as the necklace my dad gave my mom. I've never told anyone about it. How did you find out, Del?
Will you go out with me?
I will. Really? I mean, really? I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will.
Wonderful. My wish has actually come true. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go outside and enjoy the stunning views of the 12 hours.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside.
Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic.
Is that him?
Oh, what's he doing? Wait.
Chirp, chirp.
Wait.
Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Well, come down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, you heard right. I've got him. He's been hiding at the Moment of Soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. And he even posed as a professor at Paperfold Academy. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, let's just say I had some help from an influential figure. Don't ask for the details. 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. You know, never thought it'd end up like this. Right here. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner. I need to raise a glass to myself.
Walk hangs up the phone and drops the fuel steeped out of his deep metal constructed eye sockets. And those were tears of an Intellatron.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.
Yeah, let's find out what she
So
means
you're
by
back,
it.
Miss Samuel.
I don't think it's going to be like the meaning that like we know it as. It seems like there's definitely something a little bit more deeper here to it.
Yeah. I found those people. And it seems their wishes did come true after visiting the Bonajade Exchange. But I'm not sure what you want me to see. They all seem to be living fulfilled lives.
Not so fast. This step was just to show you that the Bonajade Exchange is genuine. That I had the power to grant their wishes. And now, I'll tell you the price they paid. Del was from a wealthy family. He was head over heels for Dorothy and wanted to win her heart. So he made a deal with me. He put up his entire fortune in exchange for a gift that would impress Dorothy. It was a piece of cake for me, thanks to my IPC connections. However, Del will soon find himself evicted from the dreamscape because he can't afford his room. Whether he can bounce back from poverty, well, that depends on him. Let's just hope that necklace will keep their relationship from crumbling. Then there's Stacy, a lady with a gambling addiction. She wanted some serious luck, but she had nothing to offer. So I took something else instead. I took away all her close relationships. From the moment she stepped out of the Bonajade Exchange, every casino in the cosmos would remember her name. But her parents and siblings would sever ties with her, and it would be impossible for Stacy to make any real friends again. She will accrue a vast wealth due to her good luck, but she'll never be able to use it for the people who truly matter to her.
Oh, that's sad. Why would you choose that for yourself? What? That is... Oh.
As for Detective Walker, he spent 2 decades chasing down a wanted criminal for some heinous crime. But he never caught the guy. In his desperation, he came to me. He offered his own memory system as collateral. In due time, his memories as a detective will be erased, and he will completely forget his own identity and all the sacrifices he has made.
Oh, that's sad. Well, no wonder he was crying. Oh. See, the first 2, you could say, are like relatively selfish, but the last one is almost selfless. Painfully so. That's so sad. Oh man. So, I will say, like, because Penacony's felt like a fairy tale, this almost feels like the moment in, like, a fairy tale where, like, the, like, innocent character meets, like, a witch or something and ends up making a deal, and, but obviously the consequence of that deal, this is, like, you know, there's always 2 sides to a coin, you know? If you make a deal with someone, there's always going to be some consequence to it.
Interesting, don't you think? I fulfill people's desires and grant them favors, and soon they come back to me with even greater desires. When people see others' desires get fulfilled, they develop their own desires. It seems like an endless cycle, but it does have a goal. In the end, I will get what I desire from this whirlpool. And patience happens to be one of my greatest strengths. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss Samuel? Or should I address you as AR-26710, a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry?
Oh.
I'm not surprised.
I am a little bit, but okay.
You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune, isn't it? The higher-ups in Glamoth implemented such a failsafe within the genes of their warriors, just to make sure the Republic's most powerful weapons wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really a price to be paid. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all I can say for now.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. Because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case. Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence.
I was saying this earlier, it's very intriguing, and the more that we're getting to learn about them, the more that we're seeing this bond between them and how strong it is.
Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron hunters are like you, traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny, attempting to move in the opposite direction. I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Purepoint know about it within a few mere seconds. What drives you to take such a risk and extend this invitation on behalf of Diamond, even if it could lead to your downfall?
Simply put, you and I are the same. However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Each of us has our own past and destined ends, and on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise to divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, wealth, survival, and a future. And whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
I understand.
Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade? I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected, with little debate. Oh, the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a look.
Oh, so we don't even, so we've just skipped the negotiation. Okay, yep, we've just skipped the negotiations.
This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
Go right up to the top. Oh. You stand motionless at the ship's bow, gazing towards the distance, feeling the flow of wind, and imagine yourself soaring freely through the covers of clouds until a fierce billow messes up your grey hair, snapping you out of your daydream. You recall a classic Penaconian romance film where the kindred companion is standing beside you, promising you that if you jump, I'll jump too. Will jumping off the edge plop you right in front of Miss Robin and Mr. Sunday? You recall the first time you dived into the dream and how you plummeted into the golden hour. You can't help but smile. Oh, I was hoping they were going to make like a Titanic reference. Oh, my heart will go on. Oh my god, they did! Oh my god, they literally just said it and then it popped up. Holy shit. Amazing. Boot Hill. Aventurine. A book. Hello? Oh, you're joking. Oh, there you go. Oh my god.
Remember,
my controller is so broken.
I can take you out with just one shot whenever I choose.
Oh, that'd be my honor. Don't worry, I hate cheating at the table.
You better.
Ah, look who's here. The great hero of the Astral Express. The most dazzling trailblazer in all of Penacony.
Oh, you're here too. Long time no see, friend.
I missed you, Boot Hill. It hasn't been long, but still. What are you guys whispering about?
Merely a greeting of platitudes. As long as you and I have an understanding.
Let's set aside those under-the-table dealings for now, partner. Don't want to spoil the festive mood of the Charmony Festival.
I agree. Now let's congratulate Mr. Trailblazer. I hear the family intends to thank the crew at the Charmony Festival. It's a real pity I can't personally be there to witness this.
You're left in a hurry, aventurine.
Well, my job was just to give the IPC an opening. Other things aside, I think I did a pretty good job at achieving this. While you were at Dreamflux Reef, we were actually close by. You wouldn't have been able to dig up so much dirty information without the help of a knowledgeable friend. But that emanator didn't pull any punches. My body couldn't hold out too long. Otherwise, this would have been settled in a much cleaner manner.
Thanks, thank you for your help in the battle, cowboy.
No problem. Punishing the wicked and eradicating evil is a top priority. Would have been strange if we sat it out. Making an entrance like that, us Galaxy Rangers are making a comeback. Reckon you'll meet quite a few followers of the hunt on your journey. Do me a favor, pass on my regards, will ya?
What were you guys chatting about?
Forget it. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I've got a score to settle with a high-ranking executive fella named Oswaldo Schneider. And this flamboyant fella here can help me find him.
The feud between the Marketing Development Department and the Strategic Investment Department is well known across the cosmos. But what I didn't expect was the involvement of the Galaxy Rangers in this feud. Looks like things are about to get spicy.
Hope you guys have fun at the festival.
Thank you. And I also hope you enjoy yourself, great hero of Penacony.
I'll pass. But I do hope you guys have fun. If you don't mind, let's play a few rounds next time.
Ratio.
Ah, yes. I remember you. Your performance at Herta's space station was adequate, I suppose.
Oh, yes. I've so missed you, Ratio.
No wonder that gambler likes you so much.
Literally 2 minutes. Literally the second sentence, and it's about aventurine. Ratio. Such a shrimp, honestly. You know aventurine?
This individual is my responsibility during the trip. Nothing more than an errand from the Office of Academic Affairs.
Sure, just an errand.
Very well. The Charmony Festival is about to commence soon. Take advantage of this unique opportunity. A blend of work and play is essential for superior knowledge absorption.
How do you rate aventurine?
The executives of the IPC and the Guild say that we are strategic partners. Yet, from my perspective, I am invariably the teacher, and he, along with you and every other individual, is the student. From this perspective, aventurine isn't what you'd call an ideal student. Yet, he's also not utterly obtuse. Alas, the void within him can never be filled by talent and knowledge. Let's hope he doesn't turn into a philosophical zombie.
I thought you were going to make me get my act together.
Saying such a thing merely indicates that you have not truly grasped the essence of learning. The principle of balancing work and relaxation is scientifically grounded, with the relevant proof process detailed on page 21 of the 31,467th issue of the academic journal Star Caesar. Acquiring knowledge aims to enhance living. Don't invert priorities like those dolts at the Guild.
Maybe have fun at the festival.
Then you'll excuse me.
Well, if it isn't my old friend. It hasn't been long, and yet here we are again. How are you?
Life is as wonderful as ever.
That's what I thought. I heard you guys pulled off a big stunt, cutting down the Oak family in one fell swoop. Such a pity I couldn't be there, or else I would have lent a helping hand. Look how bustling this ship is. Not bad. Someday when I'm less tied up, I plan to host a grand party on my eco-ship, and you'll all be on the guest list.
I want to ask you a question about that transformation.
form? What are you saying? Oh, I understand now. You're referring to Aventurine's cornerstone, right? Sorry. Compared to him, my ability is not as visual. Guess there is no harm telling you. The abilities of the 10 stone hearts as cornerstones are all different. Some can even read your thoughts, grasp your desires. So, be careful. Now that I think about it, it was good that Branya got there when she did in Bellabog. If she came any later, we probably wouldn't have ended up as friends.
Probably not, no. You were about to absolutely smite me, so, you know, have to draw a line somewhere, really.
Hey there, lively guy. Welcome to the Bonnet Jade Exchange.
Oh, no.
What should I call you?
My name is Kills.
What a unique name.
Thank you, I came up with it myself.
So, mister, what do you wish for? And what are you willing to sacrifice for it?
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Make the nuke bow down to me.
Oh, this is your wish.
Lady Bonajay doesn't even blink. I'm guessing she doesn't have a sense of humor.
Sounds simple enough. Very pragmatic. Then, let's discuss the cost.
No way, is this the end game already?
I wouldn't be too worried.
Is this a route to end the game again?
To fulfill this wish, the thing I need is simple. The tail of an animal.
What animal?
Well, it's a two-legged animal with black fur, a round head, and long ears. It's omnivorous and is prone to mood swings. Most importantly, it has mastered the human language and can communicate. Bring its tail to me as collateral, and your dreams will come true.
It seems the Lady Bonajade is not without a sense of humor. You have to admit a skill in using dark humor is superior to yours. Hopefully there are scissors on the express.
May fate bring us together again, Mr. Trailblazer.
Sweet, nice. That's not, you know, that's not a huge price to pay. Let's go.
We meet again, my dear friend. Your journey of the beauty is even more elegant than mine. My most sincere regards to you.
Oh my god, wait. Yes, someone left me a comment saying that they'd updated it, so Argenti's now got all the voice lines. Oh my god, that was the first time hearing it. Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. My friend sent me a message saying the new VA sounds a little bit more like Markiplier. I can kind of see what she means. Okay, sincere regards to you too, dear friend.
Even after achieving such remarkable feats, you remain humble and gentle.
It does sound like Markiplier.
Such is the true mark of knightly grace.
I love it though, oh my gosh.
I have heard of your valiant deed in leading others to vanquish the omen of evil. Though the tale bears a tinge of regret. You have undoubtedly championed beauty and justice. May Adrilla smile upon you.
Oh my god! Oh, it's perfection. Oh my god. The omen of evil?
If an admirer of the beauty gets lost in the pursuit of power, they risk descending into the omen of evil. A form which is neither human nor beast.
Oh, well, this feels a bit, bit foreshadowy, doesn't it?
Although Mr. Sunday did not cross paths with the path of beauty, his actions were no different from the omen of evil. A lamentable soul lost on the path of righteousness. Truly, a matter of deep regret.
Why were you not there during the final battle?
I'm ashamed to admit. Anna's dream was too realistic. I couldn't bear to bid farewell to a fallen friend who had long turned into a beast. I lingered in that illusory dream for far too long. His voice and smile were too vivid.
Where's this story? What story is this?
I didn't pass the trial of beauty this time, spending too much time in self-reflection over my own hesitation. Yet I wish for Adrilla to remain my beacon, a banner for me to strengthen my determination for the beauty.
Oh my god, give me the Beauty and the Beast storyline, let's go! I am so down for that, let's do it. I need it, oh I want that story!
Thank you. And may the beauty always be with you.
Oh my gosh, I need that story, it sounds so interesting. God damn it.
The festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, we meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you! I knew I didn't get the wrong person.
Hey! You saw me?
Yes, it's just I didn't get the chance to say hello. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat?
You walk into a firefly and stop in your tracks when the view becomes more expansive.
2 murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who dreams of creating a paradise in place of the Eons. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation. It's a good thing that you guys managed to overcome all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening, will you guys be leaving again?
I'm not sure where our next destination will be.
There will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's all he said. As for the rest, it's up to me to find out. So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to PENACONY is no different.
No wonder you were interested in investigating the Watchmaker.
Yes, sadly I was looking in the wrong place. But I did reap some rewards. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC's Strategic Investment Department? Bonajade Exchange belongs to her. She told me her price. But...
Did you take the deal?
No. But what she wanted wasn't my answer either. Of course, I want to live on. But... what fate owes me? I want it paid back, not passed on. No one else should be involved because this is a grudge between me and fate. Speaking of which, actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology for that matter with the performer of the Iris family. Even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry.
No problem, you've already apologized.
It was an emergency, so I never had the chance to formally apologize to you. And admittedly, I was the one to blame. To me, hiding is much easier than being honest. Yet, I still want to try expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go and enjoy the ceremony. The script hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet again.
I hope she's okay. But if it's only those 2 hounds again, she'll probably be fine. I'll send a message later to check in on her. Let's go attend the Charmony Festival first. Let's take a seat here. Everything is settled. But there's still some time left. Maybe I should take a walk?
Ouch,
Forget
ceremony.
it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a seat and rest for a while.
I'd be falling asleep, I'd be like, nap time! Oh. Already? Just left. It's me, Firefly, I've got it handled. Don't worry, I didn't do anything rash and pin myself away. It's P, I won't be able to see Miss Robin perform. Oh.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Sometime later.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Robin!
over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Miss Robin!
Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Right, Chloe, to the family!
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos. It's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the PENACONY family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests. As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is unprecedented in scale, with factions from across the cosmos in attendance.
I love how, like, because they did this in Eurilo as well, when they're like, when they say they've got like a big event and there's like loads of people there, and then you see about like 20 people. It's like of unprecedented in scale, and there's like 20 of them just stood there. I love it so much because it like doesn't actually reflect how big it's supposed to be, so you kind of have to take like some imagination, but like just copy and paste your NPCs in. Like, it's so empty. They're stood so far apart from each other as well. Hopefully it'll get a little bit more full, but yeah, there's like no one here.
The customary opening ceremony held at the PENACONY Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar, the very airship you all stand upon. We invite you to express your warmest applause and deepest appreciation for OT Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, for his selfless devotion to the Harmony's cause. What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the 12 Hours. Thanks to the hard work of PENACONY's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And as they say, good things come in pairs. The Charmony Festival not only celebrates this achievement, but also marks the relaunch of the Radiant Feldspar. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family has poured their efforts into this festival just to commemorate this legendary luminary, the father of PENACONY, Mikhail Chard-Legwork, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of PENACONY.
Oh, Mikhail. Oh.
In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the vanguard in the pioneering of the dreamscape, in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony. It can be said that PENACONY's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aww, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us.
Our trailblazing spirit is unparalleled.
That's right, unparalleled.
And now, the Sweet Dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, PENACONY's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express. A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace.
Oh, okay. Sweet, I now have an airship. Dope.
Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
Cool.
Nameless! Nameless! Nameless!
Hell yeah.
And now, I propose a toast to harmony, to the Trailblaze, to the future of PENACONY and the universe, and to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa. Cheers! Cheers!
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
As well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hand?
I was wondering when Sparkle's gonna pop back up, because Sparkle just got like completely forgotten in the previous quest part, really. Except like she popped randomly and it was just really random. So interesting. Okay, cool. More Sparkle, let's go. Oh, I love the music though.
There's still so many bombs. Now's not the time for the plot payoff. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and inform everyone.
Got a problem, friends. There's an imaginary neutron bomb on the ship. What's happening? Like, it's like the mass fool. Turning yourself in, huh? Any faster. Come on, she'll come in through the internet and try to catch me. Alright, down to business. Is everyone flabbergasted yet? Were Miss Sparkle's buttons confiscated already? Why is the bomb time still active? Extra all credit goes to Brave Hounds. Thanks to their meticulous efforts in gathering the buttons, Miss Sparkle was able to press all of them one by one. Miss Sparkle certainly worked to figure to the bone, pressing a whopping 10,000 buttons. What fridge is wrong with you all? Do not be crass, my silver cowboy. That sure is hard work. Not that you could have done with this level of patience. Appreciation received. Of course, it's still down to Miss Sparkle's luck. I don't know why, but there's total 16,000 esteemed dream chasers who volunteered to help Miss Sparkle bear a burden. Hidden among 999 dolls. Oh my god. Don't make a commotion to cause any unnecessary panic. Arrange for the family members to prep an evac, but I still will rely on you to find and defuse the bomb. The Oak family is relying on the strength of order to guarantee everyone that death never occurs in dreams, but blessing the order are now lost. Its consequences may be unimaginably detrimental. I agree. If anyone finds anything, please update the group. Wait. Beauty Street Band. Wait. Oh my god, I need to go back up. What about who will survive this? Okay. Dr. Rachel's left the chat. Okay, that's hilarious. That's funny. Let's go. Right, my question is, the Oak family has always relied on the strength of the order to guarantee everyone that death never occurs in dreams, but now the blessings of the order are now lost, its consequences may be unimaginably detrimental. Does that mean they can now die in the fucking dream? Is this what that means?
All set. Let's start following the plan.
Oh no. What? Oh, there.
You finally arrived, oh great gray-haired little one. I'm the constable around these parts, and right now, I'm posing as a bomb.
Not this again. Oh, for God's sake. Bombs are now playable characters, huh?
You don't like it? Fine. I'm now the bomb demon then. Satisfied? If not, you'll just have to make do. Alright, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. Next, I'll count down from 5, and then explode. 5.
Oh.
4.
Oh.
1.
Where's 3?
Did I miss a number? Oh, so I did. No matter though. I've never learned how to count before. I mean, Bomb Demon Doll has never learned how to count. I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising? Shocking? Horrifying? No. Really? Fine. That's too bad then. You really haven't learned how to count.
This constable doll finally falls silent. You open it up while it tear it apart, although it sounds cruel and to cover its true nature, a mere toy equipped with a remote speaker. So, this is progress of the bomb situation. I've got good news and bad news. Which one would you like first? Good news. The good news is I found 131 bombs. Bad news is none of them are real bombs. Yeah, Massful's really know how to pull a stunt. Don't worry, the price of elimination is also a problem-solving tactic. The evacuation of the family is underway here. The Bloodhounds are hot on the investigation trail. Keep up, everyone. Okay.
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working at it.
I love how I've got 1. According to the book compilation of Sparkle vocabulary in modern and contemporary times, the term firma was first coined in 2005 AE on the Sparkle planet of the Sparkle star system. Its original meaning is fluffy. Nowadays, the inhabitants of the Sparkle planet often use firma specifically to refer to plush dolls. In other words, firma doll translates to fluffy doll, which may sound peculiar, but considering its Sparkle origins, it actually makes a lot of sense. The firma doll is staring right at you. Can I dismantle your bomb? The firma doll continues to stare right at you. Continue to stare back. The firma doll's eyes never blink. Honestly, if they did, it'd be quite unsettling. Anyway, it's just an ordinary plush toy. Can you expect it to utter a single word? If you do not speak, then your silence equates to consent. It must be pointed out the doll has no suspicious speech at all. It exudes from an aura befitting of a firma doll, not the imaginary neutron bomb. Which means there's no need to bother it anymore. It makes both you and the doll appear rather pitiful. It's best to probably put an end to this farce. So... the Boo Hill found 217 talking dolls. And that's after I got help from the hounds of the man with the plaster head. Who knows if we find them all if we looked for them ourselves. That's a shame. Knowing the fool's habits, I'm afraid we're gonna have to keep filtering through wrong answers. Do not fret, the beauty will guide us. Okay, right, the next one is... so if I go inside this door, there should be one at the head. Okay, I hear it, there it is.
Ha! We meet again. I am Penacony's famed detective. Got yourself into a pickle? I'm more than happy to help. But unfortunately, I'm preoccupied with a couple of unsolved cases. So, you'll have to wait your turn.
I just need that bomb in your hands.
Ah. It completely slipped my mind. Dr. Boom specializes in explosives. I need your help, mister. You've had quite a few run-ins with Dr. Boom. And with the recent bomb situation, you're bound to find evidence that proves Dr. Boom is the killer. The first case is the Soulglad factory arson case. We found a hammer, a doll, and half a liter of unidentified fluid at the scene of the crime. Our forensics results showed it's a red herring. The second case is the Blue Hour auction robbery. A gang of masked thugs broke in, stole a fragment of the Astral Express, and left behind a large hammer, a doll, and a half-dead red herring at the scene. Those are all the details. The way I see it, there must be a link between these two cases that will be the key to exposing Dr. Boom. I trust in your deduction. Which piece of evidence do you think is the deciding one?
It's you. You were at both crime scenes.
Correct answer! Yes! You're good, gray hair. Your mind is pretty sharp. Seeing as you've put in so much effort, I'll throw you a bone. The bomb's not here. This is only a prank I've craftily set up. Hurry, time's running out. You better find that real bomb quickly.
Sparkle's voice faded, leaving behind her the doll's body, buzzing with white noise. It seems pitiful doll was transformed into a megaphone by Sparkle. Okay, so... my friends who bring saddening news tell us about it. The Trial of Beauty especially dangerous had 145 adorable dolls, and I thought they were the fool's bombs. Is this really not a trial of elation or something? No matter what, please be patient, everyone. I have a feeling that as long as our virtuous patience can persuade Idrilla with this most sincere conviction, even the most difficult problems will be resolved. Mr. Argenti is right, everyone, don't let your guard down. Okay. Right. So if I go up the stairs... okay, so I need to go into, like, the top of the ship. Okay.
Welcome to the Radiant Feldspar, good sir. I'm a dangerous bomb, and an outlaw who despises law and order. May you have a splendid day.
I'm also guessing you're not the real bomb.
I'm not, but so what? I'm still crazy and dangerous. In case you don't believe me, allow me to show you. Go fudge yourself, you muddle fudger! To be frank, I didn't become an outlaw because I'm a fudging bomb. It's because I'm the fudging owner of an ancient, mad, forbidden curse. Care to experience it? I can chant it for you. But Miss Sparkle won't be responsible for any of the consequences.
Forget it, I value my life too much.
Oh, are you scared, little fudgehead? It's too late, I tell you. You've already opened Pandora's box. The ritual is ready. Perk up your ears and listen closely to the most ancient rhyme of fear etched into the very fudging genes of humanity. Loomska, boomska, little sparkles! Loomska, boomska, little sparkles!
A striking resemblance to the voice of the legendary Penaconian cartoon character Clocky instantly rings an alarm within you. The fan muscle memory from ancient times prompts you to swim your arms in a wide arc, catapulting the doll into the heavens. If the doll's words are just now are not false, then indeed there won't be an imaginary neutron body exploding on the surface of God now, no need to worry. The IPC is wrapping up the fan 329, but no bomb. Thought you'd drop this update. Even you guys can't do anything about it. Holy fucking shirt balls. This is going to be a killer. We're so close to 999. The express crew is just about done. Keep everyone. Be taking over evac team now. Good luck. These ones weren't on my map. These are just ones I'm finding.
Hello, lovely actor. You can call me the director doll. I often use this name in film credits. If you didn't know, I'm the one who directed the entire farce in Penacony. As the leading man of the show, what did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts. Well, actually, due to current plot requirements, you're only allowed to say one line. So please try and resist the urge to share your thoughts.
Right now I just want to defuse the bomb and advance the plot.
Really? You really have no questions? Okay then. What a pity. Since you're done asking questions and I'm done answering, according to the script, I must reveal to you the fact that there's no bomb here at all, thus causing you to want to kick yourself for spending this whole time listening to me prattling on, after which we will part ways. But don't fret, I've also prepared a gift for you. A dream bubble that has the thrilling life and death moments I shared with a beautiful memo keeper. If you haven't seen it yet, you should hurry up and look for Dr. Edward.
The harmless chatterbox plush doll bows affectionately to you, blowing you a kiss before bounding away, vanishing into the depths of the cabin with joyful leaps. Good news, found the remaining 172 dolls here, but they're just dolls. What's going on? The girl is pulling a fast one on us? Long time no see, everyone. Miss Sparkle decided that everyone is busying themselves over her, and so she has to deliver a message. And yeah, this won't be a matter so simple. You've grown some brain cells, grey hair. Miss Sparkle is pleased. Alright, enough jokes. Miss Sparkle says this message is super important, so listen up. There's actually 1,000 dolls on the Radiant Feldspar. To reward everyone's efforts, Miss Sparkle is decided to be magnanimous. She will give the coordinates of the final doll with the bomb to everyone. The time I've allotted to everyone exceeds 10 minutes, but let's all try to hurry up. Something may just gonna go off if you don't slow down. Ooh. Okay, so she said, I'm sure you don't want everyone to know that family's protection over Penacony has been rendered useless, do you? Hurry up and move out, world-saving heroes. Everyone don't be restricted by her appalling prank. We'll gather at coordinates. When we catch her, we'll definitely teach her a lesson and she won't soon forget.
Not much time left. I hope I make it. Is that Firefly?
Ooh.
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here!
Were you also summoned here by the masked fools?
The masked fools? Huh. So this really was their doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique, as if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it.
Then we'll just have to find that person.
It's difficult. Time is running out, and she's a master of disguise. And even if we catch her, she won't come quietly.
Don't panic, there are still many people on the way.
You mean the Watchmaker's guests? That's a pity. Based on my experience, I don't think any of them can turn the tide on this situation. The Memo Keeper may be able to teleport the bomb to a deserted location, but I have found a note inside the doll.
Warning, a mimetic virus has been planted in this imaginary neutron bomb. Mimetic life forms, particularly Memo Keepers, especially Black Swan, is advised to stay clear. Otherwise, exposed individuals face a 72.63% chance of turning into a banana. She means business, it's true, try it if you dare.
I don't know what grudges they have, but this path is a dead end, too.
So that's it, there's no other way?
Actually, there might be another way.
Do not tell me she is about to become Sam and then take that bomb and sacrifice herself. Because I swear to God, if that is about to happen, why? That better not be what's about to happen.
Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams.
Yeah, but right now, we don't have the protection of the Order. We've literally just been told twice that that means you'll die.
I think this moment heralds the 3rd time.
Right. Okay, let's just continue. I have thoughts on this. What's your plan?
You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the radiant feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible where there are no living souls around. That way, at least no one will get hurt.
What about you? Can you really make it in time?
Don't worry. I believe that this firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Okay. Okay, Oh, okay, wait, okay, right. Acheron, yes. Tell me we're getting more Acheron than that. Don't you dare just give me a little glimpse of her and that's it. No, come on. Come on. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought they were gonna actually do that to us.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life.
Oh.
Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now.
Oh. Oh, she fulfilled her promise to him. Oh, that makes me so happy at my heart. The Tin and Acheron reveal was so good. Oh, man.
While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
Say goodbye to you.
It is my honor. I've said many goodbyes. Yet I am glad that this is the first time I speak these words with a smile. But before leaving, I'm sure you all have plenty to say to the Nameless of the past. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting and the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon.
A toast.
Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina, Jay, and Estella. We raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
Oh, we have to say goodbye to Gallagher. Oh, God. Oh.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Emotion.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too.
Toast.
Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound, to the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
No, it's fine. He's right here. No, it's fine. Gallagher is fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Toast.
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you. Watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
Oh, and now it's Mikhail's turn. Oh. Oh, and there's like a... Oh. A hound stands by the side of the old man, its head held high as if basked in its former glory. It gazes at you, its solid form dissolving into the sticky memoria, its eyes retaining a skeptical glow. Oh. Child's moon gazing spot. A full moon cycle hovers over the dream's reflections, a child slumbering beneath the false moonlight. Disregarding the clash of metal, the harmony's faint light continues to uphold the silver curtain that shades the sleeping child. His dream is long, so long that not even the train's whistle could rouse him from his slumber. Silence reigns supreme. In the untouched night with Neria's soul, it is as if all conflict has come to a standstill in this reprieve. Oh. Oh man, this is sad. Oh.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started, just like a clock's hands that turn round and round. The start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. The advent of time moving forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned.
A toast.
Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past.
One day our stories will also be part of the past.
Yeah. Maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right?
No matter what, that's very hard to accept. I could understand, but I'd feel mixed too.
Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will, as long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day, we'll all have to face our own farewells.
Oh, we'll have to face them!
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in PENACONY. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Yes? As if you wouldn't choose that option, what?
I still remember when we first arrived in PENACONY. Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way?
Who exactly are you?
Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the dark web, where reality and the Nihility are separate. In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it.
Okay, so that's good to know. That's quite a big bit of lore. Will we meet again?
The ocean of stars is vast. And given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again.
No, I don't think so.
But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns. And my blade is sharp enough to sever fate. As long as we maintain our original resolve, I believe there will come a day where we will meet again.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, right? But if you think for 1 minute that I'm not going to accept not having a Kiana and May reunion in this game, you are very mistaken. I will have that reunion, whether you like it or not. Because yeah, I need it, okay? So, yeah, we need the Kiana May reunion, okay? Okay. Good. And I say reunion, I mean the meeting. And starting again, just like we had with Bronya and Zella, okay? I need it, alright? Have we ever met before?
Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? I once said you reminded me of an acquaintance. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting.
But this is our first meeting. We can consider our next meeting to be a reunion.
That's right. What matters more is not who I am, but what we have done together. This story will forever be etched in my heart.
Be on my way.
We both still have our own paths to walk. So let's forge ahead. Hopefully, if we meet again, it'll be beneath clear skies.
Oh, yeah, what's wrong with Pom Pom? Oh.
There. Chin up, Pom Pom. Don't be sad. Don't cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow.
What happened?
Oh, hey, you're finally back. We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying.
Oh.
I've never seen Pom Pom so sad before.
The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is never sad. Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry.
Oh shit, okay.
No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
Oh, poor Pom Pom. Oh.
Never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
I know, bless him.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine.
Aww.
The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express.
My mom said we might run out of fuel.
Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again.
Falling leaves must return to their roots.
How about we shove you back in the space station's computer then?
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The two nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world, Melostanen.
I don't know about that one, but that's the one that Mikhail's from, right?
As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Are you actually gonna get a choice?
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Hello!
Everyone, we meet again.
Hello.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Come on, what are you doing here?
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon, especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Achevili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
What does that mean?
Trailblazing to a world that even Achevili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists.
Oh, it sounds very mysterious.
A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths. Its destiny hanging in the balance. The eternal land. Amphorius.
Okay. I mean, it sounds cool as hell.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
I was wondering if we were going to get something to do with Sunday, because I was like, hello?
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
What?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes.
Oh!
To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then?
Is she there as an IPC member, or is she there as part of the Bonajade pawn shop?
I
I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
Yeah, I think that literally is it. And then the next one is, yeah, I've got the Foxy and Tail and the Finest Jewel and Pristine Blue. Okay, yes, they're both Trailblaze continuance missions. Okay, so they've what I've got to do next. Perfect. So that's going to be my next 2 videos, is going to be like these 2. But right, okay, so now we've officially finished Penacony. I need to talk about that ending. I need to talk about it because what? End of Penacony. I will say for me, that was definitely the weakest quest of Penacony, 100%. That was definitely the weakest one. I feel like it was really short compared to everything else that we had that was going on, and it kind of felt like it didn't really tie up a lot of the loose ends that had been made, and instead kind of like skipped over them, so it felt really incomplete. So for example, killing off like Gopher, like what? Like that was just, I was just like baffled. Like fair enough if they'd kind of done it in the way that they sort of did with like it being like a YouTube thing or something like that, being like an animated short or something, I would have understood it a little bit more. I would have been like, oh wow, like holy shit. But like just having him being like found dead, like that was it. You know, it just was kind of like, oh, okay, like wait, what? You know? And then also not really showing us anything to do with Sunday, like Sunday being arrested. Obviously, like he was just sat in this prison, and we saw at the end that like Jade freed him because Robin asked him to, but like we didn't have any scene seeing that happen. Like we didn't have anything kind of seeing that going on, which was a shame, because I think it would have been cool if there had been some cutscene, maybe like Robin going to Jade to ask for a trade, and then Jade being like, what do you want? And then like Robin being like, to free my brother, and then it like ending there. I feel like that would have been really like tense, and it would have been like, oh, like what was she willing to trade? And it being like maybe like her voice or something like that. That I think would have really built the tension a bit, and I think that would have been like, oh. But to just be like, okay, Sunday, you're free now. There's no consequences for what you've done, apart from, you know, I guess you've like, you've lost Penacony. There you go. You know, the guy who actually was in charge of this all is dead. You're now free to roam the universe. Like, what? And then like Robin also kind of making that decision seemed a bit out of character. Like, of course he is her brother, but at the same time, it, you know, what he did wasn't good. And yeah, it just kind of seems like, you know, it seems like a bit of like a, considering what we know about Robin, a bit of like a selfish move on her front to want him free, because he could just go and try and reestablish the order again. You know, it just, to me, it just felt a bit abrupt, and like there was no real explanation of it, and there was nothing really to give Sunday like a redemption arc. It was just kind of like, off you go, you know, like, what? And then I think it was cool to get to see the IPC in action and get to see how Jade works. It felt like they were just trying to like bump up the ending by like having you running around the ship doing these different things, and it didn't really equate to anything, you know. Like for example, like finding out about Jade's pawn shop was great and all, but it didn't really lead to anything except maybe a future kind of hint at Firefly, Stellaron interactions with Diamond and Jade, and like that was kind of it really, and it didn't really mean much to us. So yeah, it was kind of like, okay, maybe this is gonna happen if we meet again, maybe, but yeah, they just kind of like brought all these different characters onto the ship, and it all just felt really like abrupt and rushed. And same again with like the aventurine like boot hill thing that got teased at the end of the last chapter. Like there wasn't really any payoff there, and we even saw them together and there was like no payoff there, you know. And then just to have this whole bomb thing with Sparkle, it was it was fine. It was just kind of like, yeah, like fair enough, it's showing her chaos again, but wasn't she supposed to have been hired by one of them to be here anyway? Like that never even got explained. Like that was what was talked about in her story quest, but like it never got explained. It never got any real payoff for it. And then even the scene in the end where like Firefly was like, no, the only option is for me to sacrifice myself for this third death, which then didn't even happen anyway, because then she survived it to then save Kalis when he was falling. So there was like no payoff to it whatsoever. It didn't even seem like the bomb was even like that. Like, yeah, so I'm guessing it was just like a firework because it was like a trick. So is there supposed to be a third death? Does this mean the third death is like in the future? I don't know. It just felt like really Firefly was like forcing herself into this situation for no reason. Like, surely there were other options, you know? And then during that scene, for like, considering they were all rushing to try to get to these bomb coordinates, for all of them to then just be there chilling, like with a drink in hand and just like walking around and chatting to each other while like they're falling from the sky, that would have been about in the space of about 10 seconds. Why are they not all rushing to the location where the bomb was? Why are they all just like chilling out, watching these fireworks, being like, whoa, you just thought there was a bomb? Why are you just like chilling out all of a sudden? Like, what? It just, the exposition just felt so random. So yeah, that whole scene on the ship, it was cool to an extent, but it was like same again with like the Charmony Festival. They had this whole build of this whole freaking Charmony Festival with no payoff for it whatsoever. We didn't even get to hear Robin do a song. There was like no payoff whatsoever for it. It just, yeah, it was so weird to have like all these really amazing things built up to just, it felt like PENACONY was like building and building and building and building and building and building and building, and it really was hitting this climax, and you had that fight, that boss fight, and it was epic, and it was like, oh my god, like whoa. And then we wake up from that boss fight, and then it's just like boo. Like that's what it felt like. It just felt like it like did this and then just went bloop at the end, and where's my payoff? And even like in the thing they were like joking like, oh well, like there's no time for a payoff. Mate, you've just given me an 8-hour quest and then you give me a little 2.5-hour quest to finish at PENACONY, and it's not even tying up any of the storylines. What? Like, why would you not like have, you know? And like Marge was even saying about not being like satisfied with the ending and having this feeling of hollowness, and it felt a bit like they were trying to talk to us, being like, oh well, like not every single ending to every single quest is going to be satisfying, but what you learn from it is the important thing, and the journey along the way is the important thing. But to be fair, the endings are also quite important, and it just kind of felt like that speech in a way was trying to justify the ending of PENACONY not being as strong as the rest of it to me. I don't know if anyone else felt that way, but yeah, it just, I think my problem is it was a good quest, but compared to the rest of PENACONY, it just fell so flat. It was so flat at the end, and it really just did not have a payoff. Like, I don't feel satisfied coming out of that. The best bit was the acheron bit, like with like the bit with Turnan. She actually, like, that is a complete story. She went to Turnan's grave, she returned the stuff to Boot Hill, she said her goodbyes to Kalis and the crew, and she said that she might meet them again, but she knows what she wants. We found out what she's after. Acheron was done so unbelievably well. Yes, that is how you do a story. So good. So good. I'm so excited to see her again. Just absolute perfection. I'm glad that we got the goodbyes to the Trailblazers at the end with the graves. I thought that was really good. I did like the whole scene with March kind of contemplating on like the fact that these were previous Trailblazers and like how it feels to be scared of being in the past. Like, I did like all that. I thought it was really good, and I thought it was a very good speech. I just think when you have that speech at the end of like a very unsatisfying end to the quest, it just feels a bit emptier, you know? But I just, yeah, it was, yeah, and then at the end to then have Black Swan pop up and talk about trying to establish these new tracks and stuff, which is something that's like not been hinted at all. Like, there was no hints really at it, and it still doesn't feel like we're done with PENACONY. There were things that just like weren't tied up really, and I think they put almost too much focus on like Jade and Topaz in this quest. Like, I think that it could have been longer. Definitely could have been longer. I feel like the Firefly payoff for her story and the growth in her story, same again, it feels very incomplete. I think that they still didn't really solve her problem. They also didn't really explain how she got out of the dream, because they were saying at the end of the previous quest, I mean, maybe this is just me misunderstanding, but that like, because of the way that certain people were entering the dreams, to get out of the dreams, it means they would have to die the final death. But then that like never gets brought up again. But then, like, all of a sudden she has, like, a special way of entering because she's with the Stellaron Hunters. And I was like, well, that was never established before. You've just, like, pulled this out. And is that your explanation as to why you don't have to die this, like, final death? And then also this establishing of, like, because they've lost the order, they now can die in the Penacony dreamscape. Like, die? And establishing that in, like, 2 text messages. And then having Firefly fire off with what we think is a bomb, and then it just didn't pay off at all. And it was like, why would you even establish that and then just like not have it pay off whatsoever? It just felt, I was just like sat there like, what? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what? Why? Yeah, it annoys me, I think, because it's been such a strong quest, probably the strongest of the game. Like, the ending was so weak to the rest of the quest. Like, it almost felt like they needed to like tie it up really quickly, and I don't know why, because now we've got a Trailblaze continuance quest, and we're also looking at the next location, so we're clearly leaving Penacony. So why would you tie it up this quickly? And also, like, where are the character quests? Like do I just like need to hunt around? Like, are there more character quests? Because we obviously had the Black Swan Sparkle one. Where are the other character quests? Are we not getting any? Are we getting them, maybe getting them later? But then why would you establish that we're leaving Penacony and then like have character quests that we need to go back and do? I don't know. But it just feels like we need something a bit more. Like, Robin's story does not feel complete. Sunday's doesn't feel complete. Like, Aventurine, we obviously know the IPC going forward and stuff. I think, like, because we know with, like, the IPC, for example, I don't mind there being open-ended bits to the story because we know the IPC will probably be at the next freaking planet. But, or somehow pop up there, I don't know. But, you know, and then, like, same with Firefly, like, I feel like there definitely wasn't a complete state to the things that she was saying, but also I don't mind it as much as, like, the Penacony character story is not being quite finished, because she will probably be popping up again soon. But yeah, it just, I don't know, it just, you know, and they never really told us like who Gallagher truly was. It felt very incomplete to me, and I think it is a real shame to kind of finish off such like a great quest line with this. And I just, but I think it was interesting. I think they definitely established a few new IPC characters that are very intriguing. Obviously, the 10 Stonehearts is a group of characters to be very, very hyped about, and it was good to get to see how they do business and how Jade works and how, obviously, the 10 Stonehearts work and why it's so important. And I'm glad that that's now been established lore, and I'm excited to see where that goes going forward, because I think there's some really great characters that we've had teased in the video that are going to be, like, key, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about them. This made me very curious about like the Masked Fool group, but I think they completely misused Sparkle. I like Sparkle, don't get me wrong, but I think they misused her character here and almost just tried to make her into like a villain, but with no real motivational purpose, even though they teased that she did actually have a purpose here, but it really doesn't feel like she did. I feel like I need to go back to her character quest and read what she says again to Black Swan at the end, but to me, I remember thinking she's been brought here by someone, and we've never had it established who. She just seems to have come here for no reason and then just caused a load of chaos for no reason and then left. But yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't, like, Sampo felt very different, her character. She just seems a very unhinged chaos, and maybe that is just her character, but I don't think they've established it well enough, and I think it would have been better if she had just kind of like left and then we like got more of her later, because I think that there was too many other character stories to tie up that they've like ignored that in favor of like her doing like one more chaotic act that equated to nothing. So it just really frustrated me that like she was just completely ignored most of the time, and then they've just brought her back to fill half an hour of this quest with like pointlessly running around after these dolls that equated to pretty much nothing. So it just, yeah, it just really felt a bit pointless to me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh critique, but I feel like coming off the other Penacony quests, the standards are high, and I think the ending of a quest is just as important as the beginning of it and the middle of it and, you know, whatever happens in it. So yeah, so let me know what you think. I think the other quests, personally, in my opinion, were, especially the ending of the quests, were a lot stronger, and I think they established more of a teaser for stuff that was up and coming. But also, I did play them when everything was out for them, so maybe now that I'm like pretty much caught up, maybe this is just how stuff's released. I don't know, but I hope they do some character quests. Some of the character quests for the previous locations are some of the best quests in the game, and I think I do really want to see character quests for a few of these characters that are hopefully going to give us a bit more story. Like, for example, I would love to see one of Robin. Maybe if they did one of Sunday. I know Sunday is not playable yet, but I feel like Sunday, especially now that he's been like released, it would be nice to see something of him instead of him just vanishing for ages and then one day coming back. Acheron, it would be nice to have something to do with her, but I doubt we will get that. I don't know if we'll get one to do with Black Swan again, because we've already had a Sparkle one, and I don't know if we'd get anything to do with Gallagher and stuff, but I would personally love like a flashback quest potentially to do with like Mikhail and the other Trailblazers and stuff. It would be cool to get to see more of that story. Just obviously we've been told it would be cool to get to see it for ourselves and stuff. So yeah, they've definitely established some cool lore that it would be awesome to get to see. And same again, Firefly, actually. It'd be really great to see Firefly and how she ends up leaving Penacony and finding the other Stellaron hunters again and finishing up her thing here, because like I said, I feel like it's not finished. So I do hope they do some character quests, because obviously I know we've now gone back to the lore through with the next part of the quest, so I don't know if they will, but I really hope they do, because I feel like they definitely need some. But yeah, anyways, that is my final review of Penacony. Overall, it was one of the best quests in the game. It was brilliant. The music, the characters, the voice acting, the animation, it's all been super solid. The fights were a lot of fun, but I just feel like the ending did let it down a bit. So yeah. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did you enjoy Penacony? What did you think of this ending? Do you think I'm being a bit too harsh, or do you agree? Let me know your thoughts. And also, are you excited for this new location? If there is any information we found out about it, let me know down in the comments below. And also, I will be playing the next two quests. So obviously, we've got the Feigstroll Garden quest that I've promised I'm going to do. And also, we've got the new Lawfu quest as well. I do have a couple of other character quests to finish up from the Lawfu as well, so I will probably go back and do a video on those too. And yeah, like I've got like the Argenti one and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'll probably do a video with some of those in soon as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, plenty more content on this channel. And if there's anything else you want me to check out, just let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will catch you very, very soon. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.